Jesus taught us that we should love our neighbour, to love all people. He told a story, but we're telling it in a slightly different way, but it means the same thing. Once, in a galaxy just over the back fence, there was a space prospector. His name was Mining Prospector Joe, and he worked for Myopia Industries. He liked to go to strange planets to see if he could find new minerals. One day he arrived on this planet, a planet he'd never been to, and he hopped out and he started to look around, looking for minerals that would be useful to him. He looked here and he looked there and he stopped for a rest underneath a tree. Suddenly he was attacked by a flesh-eating flower. It jumped on top of him, it tried to eat him, and suddenly it changed its mind and spat him out because he wasn't made of flesh, he was plastic. But nevertheless, it had left him slimed. Joe had been coated in the poisonous slime of the flesh-eating trumpet flower plant. He had only hours to live. He desperately needed someone to take him to hospital. Fortunately, somebody was just coming along. It was the Space Police. I'm saved, thought Prospector Joe. At last. The canopy opened and out jumped the Space Police. What's happened here? Said the Space Policeman. Has there been a crime? Have you been attacked by a robber? A burglar? No, said Mining Prospector Joe. I've been attacked by the flesh-eating trumpet flower, and it's left me coated with poisonous slime. Oh, said the Space Police. That is a shame. I'm afraid we're going to have to... Well, there's nothing I can do. This is not in my jurisdiction. I only address criminal cases, and seeing yours is not a criminal case, I must say goodbye. And so he hopped in to his vehicle and left. In despair, Joe lay there, wondering if anyone else would be able to come along. Suddenly he heard a noise. It was space bikes. He knew that noise anywhere. It was the Stormtroopers. Oh, at last I'm saved, he said. The Stormtroopers have come to save me. What's going on here? Said the Stormtroopers. Has there been a military attack? Have you been assaulted by enemy powers? No, said Joe. I've just been assaulted by the flesh-eating trumpet flower. It's coated me with poison, and I think I'm going to die unless I get to hospital. That is a shame, said the Stormtroopers. We'd like to help, but I'm afraid we can only help in military matters. Have a nice day. And they were off. Well, that was all very strange, thought Joe. Suddenly he heard another noise. It was the sound of the Force. At last I am saved. A true hero has come. And sure enough, it was a Master Jedi, whose name cannot be mentioned for copyright reasons, who was walking on by. Help! Save me, said Joe. What's happened here? Said the Master Jedi, whose name cannot be mentioned for copyright reasons. I've been attacked by the flesh-eating trumpet flower, and its poison is sapping the life from me. Get medical help. Save me. I'm afraid, said the Master Jedi, whose name can't be mentioned for copyright reasons, that I would help you, except I'm on the way to the media release of my latest movie, detailing all my epic heroic saves of people around the galaxy. I have to be there in time for the press release. If I go over and help you, that green slime might spoil my pristine outfit. Then where would I be? May the Force be with you, he said, and glided away using the power of the Force. Oh, that was also unexpected, said Joe. What am I going to do? Suddenly he heard another noise. Another group had arrived. Oh no! It's the Ushis! He'd heard rumours about the Ushis, these strange people who ate different foods, who had strange religious ceremonies, who wandered around in gangs. But worst of all, their skin was made of a different plastic to his. The horror. And now they were coming near to him. "Help, help," said Joe, asking to be saved from the Ushis. But instead the Ushis thought he needed help anyway. So they came over and said, "What has happened here?" He said, "I've been attacked by the flesh-eating trumpet flower, and I've been poisoned, and I desperately need medical help." Their hearts were softened, and they had lots of compassion for poor old Joe. And so they picked him up and took him to their medical facility on board their spaceship. They put him inside and used up all of their medical resources down to the very last drop in order to make him better. A short while later, the medical bay opened up, and there he was, all the poison gone, feeling happy in his whole self again. And Joe had learnt a great lesson as he thanked the Ushi people, how he had misjudged them. And so he remembered the words of Jesus, that we should love all people, even the ones who are very different to you, even the ones who look strange to you. We should love them all. The end of the story.
No Lego characters were harmed in the making of this movie.